All right, here we go. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Finally back. I know it's been a couple months, but if you guys saw my last video, doing some training down in good old Georgia. Man, God bless people in Georgia, man. That Georgia sun is unforgiving. Like, I don't know how Corona even survives down there. It's so freaking hot. But I'm back up here with another update. Um, haven't been too many changes in the account. Uh, I haven't really been looking at this account too much because, I mean, this is the true form of passive income, quite frankly. I mean, this is what I call passive saving. I wouldn't really call it investing. I also wouldn't call it investing if you are in M1 Finance or Robinhood either. And I'll explain that more towards the end. But as far as passive, this is like 100% meant for passive. I put my money in, and dude, I don't have to look at it again. I can focus on increasing my income. But as far as for 2020, we were going up pretty crazy, man. I got to the point where I was at 84,000 at one point. Um, and then as far as deposits, I got about 73,000 in there. So I still got some ways to go. If I'm gonna hit $100,000, I probably won't hit 100,000 in net deposits for at least this year. I'm probably looking at maybe next year, March timeframe. As far as tax loss harvested for this year so far, 4,500, and then for a time rated return, we're looking at just over 2%. So we still got a lot of catching up to do. We're still not back to the normal yet. So as far as the allocation, Wealthfront, does a good job at keeping me in line with my target, or with my target, which is right here. So basically, the next step. Oh, and then for my portfolio line of credit, I got about 24.6. Still don't ever plan on using it, but it's nice to know that it's there. Now, I mean, this just really gives me a reason why I don't really need a credit score anymore. I mean, what do you need it for when you can just borrow from yourself? I still think that interest rate is still high, especially since I'm leveraging my own money. But I don't know. I think it's supposed to lower once you get past like 500,000 or something. I think it goes to like 1% or something. But the next investment strategy for this account will be when I hit 100,000. Stock level tax loss harvesting should open up, and then risk parity should open up. So I think once I get to like that, what is it, that $95,000 mark, I'm probably gonna open up this white paper again and read into it and try to get a better understanding of what it's trying to do. On here it says risk parity aims to increase your risk adjusted return in a wide range of market environments through an enhanced asset allocation strategy. So sounds pleasing. And then stock level tax loss harvesting is supposed to be just a greater enhanced version of the regular one. So, and it's supposed to lower my tax bill even more, which is the importance of this account. So, I know a lot of people has been chasing this dividend fallacy, and I can only imagine what tax day looks like for a lot of people. But as you start to increase your income and as your portfolio starts to increase, eventually I think people are going to catch on that, hey, I'm not only missing out on the growth of the country, but I'm paying a crap ton in dividends. So hopefully sooner than later people catch on to that. But unless I guess your favorite YouTuber tells you to, then I don't think it's going to happen. All time, I'm at 56,000 for tax loss harvesting and money or time rate return, we're looking at I'm up 15%. So still no long-term gains. That short-term gains is, I think I told you in my earlier videos, it's because I changed my risk score. I went from like a four risk score to like an 8.5, and that forced them to move my money around, and it cost them short-term gains. So let's see. I think that's about it for this. We're gonna shoot over to overview and net worth. So for the overview, sitting at 196. So I should be hitting that 200,000 mark by next month, regardless of what the stock market does. I mean, I guess it can go down, but I will still be capturing the tax loss harvesting. So I mean, and again, that's the good part about letting professionals manage your money. Maneuver your money in a tax efficient manner. That's what's going to be important, man, in the long run. Still at 4,000, waiting on promotion orders. So as soon as I can get promoted, I can get to $5,000. And I was deciding where to put that extra 1,000, but I think I decided to just throw it into Wealthfront because I'm trying to hurry up and get that caught up, man, with my Fundrise account. This way I can start splitting it down the middle. And listen, man, this is what I tell you guys. For some reason, man, and I think it's because of this dividend dream that everybody's been stuck on. People like to take shortcuts. They think these dividends are a shortcut to wealth building, when in fact, it's not. And, trying to, when your whole portfolio is solely consistent of dividends, especially for like guys in their 20s and 30s, I expect a dude like in his 40s, because he's most likely done with his career. He's at his peak earning, and he has the capital, meaning he's got like enough money to where his dividends actually matter, like life-changing stuff. As in, he could stop working and his dividends are going to pick it up for him. But when you look closely at their portfolio, especially with guys on YouTube with like over $1 million, they're in growth for the most part. So, and I tell you guys to increase your income, man, because at the end of the day, man, you can only invest truly in yourself. This market is not guaranteed, as we've seen from the coronavirus. We've also seen that your job isn't guaranteed. But if you're spending your time investing in yourself, there's a high chance that you're going to be making a lot of money. And when your company has to make those decisions to drop somebody, they're probably not going to drop the person that's been investing his time with the company. They're going to probably drop the dude that's been doing the bare minimum and focusing on dividend investing. All right, let me stop messing with, man. I'm gonna get dislikes on this, man. As far as this, Wealthfront came out with like some new saving strategy, man. And tell you the truth, I didn't even waste my time looking at this, because if you guys saw my last Wealthfront video, I'm not really digging Wealthfront in that manner anymore. I don't trust them to I don't trust this company to for me to do a direct deposit. Especially when I express my opinions to them and they tell me to go pound sand, basically, and that I can take my money and just go somewhere else with it. So, they reminded me of what happens, or when you give a company too much power. So if you trust Wealthfront with that much power, then or any financial company at that, because other ones might follow suit. They might follow suit. They might follow what Wealthfront's doing. I don't know, but I doubt it'll get far, especially when you're flexing on guys that work with you. Let's see, investments. My Fundrise account's been doing pretty good. I'll probably hit some good goals with that one too. But I think that's it. For this update. Um, and again, on this channel, man, we focus on one, getting out of debt. Two, increasing or establishing an emergency fund. Three, increasing your income. All right. And last but not least, increasing your savings rate. For some reason, it seems to be the opposite. But hopefully, for the select few that listen this far in, I'm telling you guys, man, unless you get to the point where you're putting in the money, your account ain't going nowhere, bro. I don't care what you think you made back on your dividends. Subtract it from the taxes you got to pay every single month, and then subtract it from the interest you owe to the bank or your credit cards or whatever. All right. So, and I'm not saying this to discourage anybody. I still think you should be investing in the market, but sorry, not investing in the market, but saving in the market, because that's what we're doing, right? What separates us, me and you, from the people that sit at the round table up at Apple? Because I can tell you this, if the people at that round table say no, that the company is not going to move in this direction, then guess what? The company is not going to move in that direction. But if me and you say no, you're probably going to get the same email I got back from Wealthfront, which is, we don't give a shit. Go pound sand, bro. So you don't agree with us, who cares? But this is why I tell you, man, invest in yourself. This is literally just savings. It's not investing. All right. Looking at a third-party website and thinking that's enough to make a logical decision is not investing. All right. Invest in yourself. When you get to the point where you're putting in as much as your favorite YouTubers are putting in, and we all know who they are, then, only then, will you realize, man, how to get there. So, I think that's about it, man. I don't know what they got going on with this cat, but they've been trying to give out cash and stuff, man. But that ain't gonna. That's a pretty cool cat, but that ain't gonna freaking persuade me, man. I think I already made my decision with this company. I'll stay with the taxable account, but that's about as far as I'm going. I don't see a reason to go any further than that. Plus, I need to be in a position where, if they continue down that route, I can just snatch my money out quick and fast. It's another reason why I don't use retirement accounts, because whether we agree with them or not, they get 10% of whatever we got in there. So if at one point I do have $2 million, 2% of $2 million, all right. So, and that's off top, man. And it's like, oh, you don't agree with us? That's fine. Give me that $2 million first, and then you can pound sand. So, just my opinion. Do what you want, but work on those 4 things, man. All right. Getting out of debt, establishing an emergency fund, increasing your income through your job, your career field. All right. Not this stock market crap, not this dividend crap, and increase your savings rate, man, and you'll be all right. All right. But yeah, man, that's all I got. Millennials, lead the way.